with the comments stopping on the last video. So I am back to answer your questions. If anyone joins me, I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. I was told that they were replying that they wanted, answers, but I wasn't seeing the replies. Apparently, YouTube was glitching. It's been doing that quite a bit lately, and I'm not able to see anyone's responses. But I'm back, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. So, if you're ready. Hey, Kailash, can you help me get a list together? I know it's late where you are. If you can't, I understand. Go ahead and post your question. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is it Haji? Yes, sir. Go ahead, Kailash. Haji, BJ, go ahead and post your question. Everyone else, please allow Kailash a moment to get you on the list. But Haji, I think you and I were speaking, and I told you I would answer you, so go ahead and post your question. Okay, take your time. Take your time. Give Kailash a moment to get those questions posted, and then we'll be ready to get started. Hello, Dippin. How are you? Good to see you. Okay, I'll go ahead and Kailash start with Haji, BJ. I wish to know if me and RP are going to be something more than friends or someone else coming into my life. Okay, so let's ask your angels if it's meant for the two of you to be more than friends. Spirit, may I see if it's meant for Haji and I think it was RB, to be more than friends? Thank you for joining me. Make sure you're subscribed. And if you would like me to answer a question for you, I do not charge. I take donations if you're able. There are ways of donating in the description box, but they're not ever required for me to answer a question for you. All I ask is that you subscribe and like the video and share if you want to. Okay. All right. So I'm going to ask now if it's meant for you and the fellow that you're friends with to be together. Is it meant for them to be together and be more than friends? Is it meant for them to be in a romantic relationship? Spirit, may I see, please? Is it meant for a romantic relationship? May I see, please? Is it meant for Heidi and I think it was RB or RR to be in a romantic relationship? Trust and don't take action. Wait. Okay. So right now with that person, you're being told to trust. Don't take action right now. Wait. Okay. If they don't take action, trust and wait. Will it materialize into something more? Big happy changes in the near future came out in reverse with look for a sign. So I think it's possible that they could be something more, but right now you're being told to wait and don't take action for some reason. All right. Is there someone else that's coming? Is that why you're telling them to wait? Is there someone else coming, Spirit? Is that why they need to wait? Is there someone else coming into the picture? May we see, please? For Raji. It's up to you in reverse. Meditation brings answers, no opportunity. No, it's not somebody else. You're going to have this person you're friends with, but you have to wait for some reason. What is it that's causing this waiting? May I see, please? Why is there a need to wait? Because someone is holding on. They have to release somebody else that they're no longer loving. There's someone that they're no longer in love with that they have to let go of. They're holding on to. And it's causing self-neglect. But they're not playing games, Spirit says. So it looks like they're still letting go of maybe someone from their past. But if you will hold on and wait, it looks like it will turn into something more. Okay? Alright. Who's next? Sorry about that. You're welcome, baby. Yeah, just give it some time, okay? It looks like they're letting go of someone else that's not been a healthy relationship. Let me go back and look. Hold on. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. It's Esponja and then Dippin'. Okay, go ahead, Esponja. Did you post your question, baby? Okay, I got you. Is Carlos... okay. If after insulting me, regrets it, he will go hear from since... He will go with other women and forget me. I don't hear from him since 2 weeks. All right, let's see how Carlos feels about you, okay? Show me how Carlos feels about Esponja. It looks like he is kind of reminiscing but romanticizing and letting this go. He's secretly admiring you, though. It's like he can't let you go. There's a lot of intimacy here. It's like he can't let you go. What's he planning on doing next? He's bluffing about his heart not being open and something shocking. He's not conflicted. What's going to happen that's shocking? Esponja, it looks like y'all are going to work things out. Or there's a family somehow that's shocking. Clarify the shocking family. He's thinking and missing you. He wants to chase. And he has the wrong perspective. What's the perspective he has? Abandoning and being tricky. Is this going to change? Divine Feminine is here. With wanting a second chance, with no influences, and not being shallow. It looks like he has no peace, and he's really struggling with wanting to be back with you. I'll be honest with you. That's what it's saying. So, let me ask your angels if he's coming back. Is Carlos coming back, Spirit? Yes. Yes. Listen to your intuition and stop. Spirit said, yes, he's coming back. Yes, he's coming back. Listen to your intuition and stop overthinking. Okay, Esponja? Dippin'. What's up, Dippin'? Are you here, baby? Okay. I'm looking for your question, Dippin'. You're welcome, Esponja. Hello, Judith. Okay, I got Dippin's question. Simran, intention about me, less communication. What is her current thoughts about you? All right, let's see if we can find out her current thoughts about you. I'm going to put Divine Feminine in the middle of the deck. Elusive fell out. Show me her current feelings about Dippin. Spirit, may I see, please? What are her current feelings about Dippin? Past life and not being tricky. Show me her current feelings. Feeling distance and not being tricky. Not being dishonest. Show me her true feelings about Dippin. Oh, wow. She feels like it's hopeless. She feels like Divine Feminine, lusting, but hopeless. Why does she feel like it's hopeless? Because she's been hoping and feels like this is a curse? Why does she feel like it's a curse? Because of it not being a fantasy and being at peace. So she's been hoping, but she feels like this is cursed because of it being a fantasy and being at peace. Why does she feel like it's not her fantasy? Because somebody's being dishonest about it being only you and being conflicted about whether or not somebody is bluffing and being at a distance or being distant. So she's conflicted. It's like she knows she's your twin flame, but she feels like there's a curse and dishonesty. What are the blocks to this relationship, Spirit, besides this person? She has insecurities, or somebody does. What else? Soulmate came out in reverse. So it's like she's insecure about, I think she doesn't know whether or not to believe in twin flames. Anything else? Somebody is rushing and wanting to change them. And they feel like they're going to get hurt. So that's kind of like what's going on underneath of all of that. What needs to change? Somebody is hiding their feelings. They feel like they're losing their self and they're telling untrue stories. Don't tolerate any abuse. I think that she's afraid this is just not real. What's going on with this relationship? Is this a twin flame, Spirit? Somebody is longing. They need to practice self-care. Is this a twin flame? Have acceptance. And they need healing. Alright, what else? They won't open up. Okay, why not? Put away the computer. Why? Because you need balance. This is your twin flame and you have an obsession. And there is chemistry. So yes, it's your twin flame. And she's struggling with that. So you have to give her time to work that out. Where is she at in this journey? Abandoned. And she's waking up though. Where are you at in this journey, Dippin? You're not being guided. You're not being guided how? You need to the healing. Alright, what's connecting the two of you? A karmic partner is connecting the two of you. Why is that here? because this is what's being changed. Clarify the change that's happening. Oh my God. Look. Memories of this twin flame is changing the karmic partner. So this person may have a karmic partner, and they abandoned or have been abandoning this relationship, and you're not being guided to healing. But there's a conclusion that's coming. What is the healing that needs to... I'm just going to get the cards out. What is the healing that Dippin needs to be guided to? Don't be power hungry. Don't be disillusioned. Don't be medicating, and don't be ruthless or superficial. Okay? So those are just some things to give you some thoughts, some things to think about. Oh, a card stayed in the box. Somebody's uncomfortable, and that is her. She is very uncomfortable with this relationship, but it's complicated because she's having to give up somebody else it looks like maybe could have been a soulmate. What are her healing needs? Forcefulness, void, childish, and insecure. And we saw she had insecurity and makes excuses. Okay? So yes, it's a twin flame, and it is coming together. But she's going to have to abandon somebody else. And that's never easy. That's never easy, especially if it's someone you love or have loved. I'm trying to find out. There it is. Can you give me timing on when this relationship will come together? May I see, please? I'm going to use the other deck. Timing. Not on a holiday. Not this year. Okay, when? It says something in October, way off in the future, not today, at night. Okay? So it could take a while for the two of you to be together, but it does look like you are twin flames and that there is going to be a time when you will be together. It looks like she's having to let go of someone else, or you are. There's a karmic partner that connects the two of you, so you all may be friends. You're so welcome. Okay, let me see. Okay, you're good, Kailash. Okay. Is this in Cell Industrial Complex? Is this the next one? Okay. What is going on? Okay, because this person was waiting. I didn't ask any of these men for relationships. And if we were in relationships, they cheated on me and dated other women around me from school or work because they thought they could trade up. Hey, Kurt. Okay, what do you want to know, industrial complex? What is it you want to know, baby? What are the blocks for industrial complex when it comes to relationships, Spirit? Okay. There's a sense of, I think you choose people who are needy and you end up getting hurt. Or you think they're needy. They're really not needy. They're probably pretending to be. And you're trying to have true intimacy with people who are very needy. Yeah, okay. What does she need to do different, Spirit? Spirit says, you're eye candy. You're beautiful. I'm getting that you're very beautiful. And you want someone who completes you. But you need to complete yourself and be whole on your own. Love doesn't suck. You feel like love sucks right now because of all these shitty relationships. But these people saw you as eye candy. And they were not needy, but they made you believe that they were. And I think you have this innate motherly instinct that wants to help people, and you choosing people you think need you. But in reality, they just want eye candy. All right, anything else she needs to be aware of? Seeking perfection. Everyone has flaws. Choose only 5 must-haves and deal breakers that matter. So choose 5 things, like they have to have a good job. They have to be honest. They have to be clean. You know, I don't want somebody that don't take a bath. They have to have their own home. They have to have, you know, whatever your 5 things are. Just choose 5 deal breakers. They can't be so needy that they have to depend on me for everything. Like, I'm not going to be their taxi, you know, their ATM. I'm not going to be just sex, just eye candy. I want somebody that's going to have substance to them. They're going to be somebody I can trust, that I can depend on. They're loyal. They're faithful. You know, have 5 must-haves and let the rest go. Because there is no perfect person. But you have to decide what you will and will not tolerate before you get into a relationship. Because if that person does not meet those 5 expectations, don't even consider them. Let them go. And be careful of giving too much. You're dependent because you give too much. You need to balance give and take. So you're choosing people who are needy, essentially. Maybe they're not, but they pretend to be, to take advantage of you. Okay? And you need to care more about yourself than that, and not accept those types of people into your life. Put up boundaries for people that don't meet those 5 essential expectations that you have. Sit down and write you out a list. And you can have more than 5. That's just a suggestion. I mean, sometimes it's important to have as many as you need to not get what you've had in the past. So there's 7 or 8 things that you can think of that you had to deal with in the past. Those are deal breakers for you. Don't put up with that anymore. Make sure that the next person you meet has a job, they have a bank account, they have a car, they have a home. You know, whatever it is that they need to have to be not needy. You know, make sure they're faithful, they're honest, they're loyal, they want to have a family. You know, some people don't want to have kids. And if you're one of these people who wants to have a lot of kids, you don't need to hook up with somebody who's against having children. Because if you eventually end up marrying that person, then that's going to become an issue. So go ahead and figure out what your deal breakers are without being a perfectionist, because there are no perfect people. But you want the person to have those basic necessities covered so that when you get in a relationship with them, those things are not going to become an issue. And if they do, then you'll be like, you were lying to me, and that's a deal breaker. Being honest is one of my necessary traits. that I'm looking for. Okay? They wreck your relationships, your career, your education, and your family. Guess why? And I'm going to be just as transparent and honest because I don't dish out bull crap here. I give you the truth. They do it because you allow them to. You give them access to your life, to areas of your life when you've already seen red flags. You've already seen the red flags waving, and you did not heed them. You kept believing this person will change, they're going to change. And they probably are narcissists. They probably are people who they can come in and for 6 whole months, they can be the perfect person. But once they get you hooked, whether it's living with them or in some way they get you hooked, then the true person comes out and you're stuck with this demonic man or woman. And it's like, who the hell are you? Like, what happened to the person I met 6 months ago? And when that happens, boom, it's over. If you got to go to the courthouse and get a restraining order, it's over. Like, do not put up with that. And you're beautiful, which attracts men to you. And it attracts all kinds of men because a narcissist, they want their ego to be stroked. So to have a beautiful woman on their arm, nothing could be more spectacular to them because it makes them feel good about themselves. But you're more than your outside looks. You're beautiful inside, and you deserve to be treated like the queen that you are. Okay? All right. Kurt, did you have a question, sweetie? Are you still here? Let me see if he has a question. Okay. Kailash, honey, you're welcome, baby. You're so welcome. Come back anytime and we'll continue to look at your situation. If you meet somebody and you want me to look at them to see what their motivations are, I'll be happy to do that for you, okay? Hello, Ramesh. Thank you so much for being here. I don't mind answering a question for you, but let me get Kailash real quick. What is happening to my career? Okay, thank you, Kailash. Ramesh, I'll be back tomorrow, baby. I'll be back earlier because I'm going to do all of the zodiac signs in addition to Q&A. So come back tomorrow. Make sure you're subscribed and that you set your notification, and you'll get notified when I go live. And you can sit and watch the readings if you'd like, or you can come back for the Q&A, whatever you decide you want to do. Okay, so what should you do? What is happening in my career? I'm unable to find any concrete answers. What should I do? Losing the confidence now. Okay, Kailash. What is happening in my career? I'm going to tell you what it keeps sounding like. I don't know how things are in India, but it sounds like when you get a reference from your old job, or maybe the type of work that you do. Like, and I know with my work, let me grab something to drink. Mental health here is a very small, tight-knit group. Like, everybody knows everybody. And so when I ask for a job and I put my references down, usually the person reviewing my application or somebody that might review my application will know my current or former boss. And they'll pick up the phone and they'll say, hey, so-and-so is applying for a job. Would you rehire them? Or why did they leave? Or whatever. And they're technically not supposed to say anything more than, yes, they worked here. And that's it. They're not supposed to say anything else but they worked here legally. But a lot of times, because people are human, they'll say whatever they want to say. Now, I don't know how you left your last job, if you left your last job on good terms, or if you left your last job and somebody is being a snake, that they're being like a block for you. I don't know what's going on, but that's the feel that your readings have when I've been reading about it. Let's look at it and see what is going on, because it could be different. It could be that Spirit just has something different for you and you're applying in the wrong directions. Spirit, what is it that Kailash needs to know about? He's not having any doors open. I'm going to take these, but I want to see what they say. Cultivation, no good luck, no influence, no investment, nothing brilliant, no guidance, and making offerings. Okay. So we're going to put those back. Can we see what the block is to Kailash moving forward with another opportunity for work? What is blocking Kailash from getting another job? What is blocking Kailash from work? May we see what is blocking Kailash from getting another position? Investment came out in reverse. Investment says this: invest in your education and make some big plans for the future. Take calculated risks, but save something to fall back on. So somehow you did not do that. Okay. All right. So that's what's blocking you, is a lack of making an investment. What does Kailash need to do different? You need to make an offering. You will be offered a new position or investment opportunity. Think about it and research it carefully before accepting. So you're right on the verge of getting a new opportunity, is what this is saying. And when you get that offer, research it carefully. It could come in the form of an investment. Somebody might come to you and say, if you'll make an investment in this, it will grow. And you may have already had that happen and you're not willing to invest for some reason. The lack of investment is what's keeping you from this new position. But you're going to be given an opportunity to invest. Where you haven't been investing, it's time to invest. All right, and what will the outcome be if he invests properly? Woo! Magic came out, Kailash. You have the power now. Use your magic to attract what you want into your life. The sky is the limit. And freedom is on the bottom of the deck in reverse. Let's see what that means. You need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. So you've had enough time off. Now you're going to meet your great match. And somehow it has to do with education and the future. And that's not the first time we've been told that it had something to do with education. So I'm asking you, you may need to take a class or do research to find a better position. Or you may find yourself writing a book or teaching others. Do you have enough education to be a professor? Maybe you're supposed to be a teacher. You are on the verge of finding the perfect work for you. Don't give up. You may need to grow your own business to be truly happy. So there's something here about maybe writing a book or teaching, education, and a great match. So somehow you may end up being a trainer of some sort. It keeps coming up. Let me see if I can find out more. What are the blocks to Kailash? Let's leave these out because I want to see what we get. What are the blocks to Kailash getting another position? What are Kailash's blocks to moving forward in his career? A surprise and gay in reverse. That card fell out. Let's see what it says. Gay. Somehow gay. Alright. What are the blocks? Phoenix rising in a surprise. What are the blocks for Kailash? May we see, please? What are Kailash's blocks? Kailash, your block is settling. Your soul is telling you you're on the wrong path. Allow yourself the time and space to evolve and find your true path. You're in a state of avoidance because the action needed is too hard. Okay, so take what resonates from that. All right, what needs to change for Kailash to get a better opportunity in his career? Student came out with Phoenix rising in reverse. I can't make this up, Kailash. Alright. Why is student here? Because of being a perfectionist, a partnership, and setbacks in reverse. So somehow you had setbacks in a partnership that you thought was going to be perfect. That's why student is here. So what does Kailash need to do different? Spirit said workaholic came out. Why is workaholic here? Because something is beautiful and you're on the wrong path. What would be the right path? Growth and entertainment and being self-made. But there's no recognition. Alright, so what's going to be the outcome? You're going to be inspired. You're going to be happy. You're not an artist, and there's a counselor involved. And Gaia with no recognition. Why are you no artist? Because you haven't been exploring odd jobs and you've had no luck. What do you mean no luck? When it comes to being in your life purpose. a mechanic, working on being in your life purpose, something legal perhaps. And look, there's a windfall on the bottom of the deck in reverse. What am I missing? Persistence and somebody's health in reverse. Somebody could be sick. Outcome of being persistent. Animals. Why are animals? Because of being a helper and being patient. I don't know what all this means. And being a peacemaker. I don't know what it means. I don't. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what it means. But somehow that student and teacher are a part of this. But this is saying that you're going to have an opportunity very soon, and you're going to have to make an investment, and you need to research carefully. But you have magic. You have the power to use your magic to attract what you want into your life. The sky is the limit for you. So I see nothing but good coming your way. Let's ask your angels. Has Kailash put in an application recently that's going to make a job? Not perfect timing, and there's that no forgiveness again. We have to understand what unforgiveness is about. No need to worry, Spirit says. No need to worry. What is unforgiveness about? There's something going on with forgiveness and the timing. I don't understand it, but it keeps coming up in your readings. Let me find a tarot deck. Why is unforgiveness here? Because of the Ten of Pentacles. What about the Ten of Pentacles? The Seven of Cups came out. Maybe it's about how you left your other position and how you feel about the choice that you made. Why is it not the right time? Because of the Eight of Swords in reverse. Why is there fear? Strength, you're here. Leo is here. I feel that you have some fears to overcome. Outcome of overcoming these fears. That's when this will finally be over. The devil is here. And the world. You got some major shit happening when it comes to your career life. Look, and you're going to have a tower moment. Why is the devil here? Use your intuition about the Ten of Swords. And why is the world here? Because of the King of Cups and being controlling. Out of control. This is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be a Pisces. It could be any water element. But it's like they're out of control when it comes to their money. They're not stable. They're unstable financially. And that's what's going to end, is this person being unstable. And you use your intuition when it comes to the devil being the Ten of Swords. This is a very painful, death-like ending. It's like you're going through some kind of change. Look, Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. Clarify the Ten of Swords. The Queen of Swords in reverse. So whoever it is that's hurting you like this, it's a woman who basically is a bitch. There's a bitch, a woman, who's stabbing you in the back. And they are determined to keep doing it. The Ace of Wands and the Two of Cups. So you are going to have a new beginning that's going to be passionate. It's going to be creative. And your instability is going to end. How is that possible? because of that Ace of Wands. You're going to have a passionate new start. The universe is going to give you a creative spark. And where will that lead? Where will that spark lead? To you moving real fast, Eight of Wands, real fast forward. To where? Judgment. Judgment came out in reverse. Why is it in reverse? Because of the Six of Cups. Why is the Six of Cups here? Because of healing from a loss. You have memories and healing from a loss. And it has to do with you. It's like you have this spark of creativity and you move real fast towards it. And then somehow there's memories of something that happened that need healing from a loss. That's the forgiveness. And it's about this woman who stabbed you in the back. Why did she stab him in the back? The Magician came out. Clarify what you mean. Gemini's here with the Lovers. There's a Gemini vibe strong. This person had no love for you whatsoever. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Or they didn't want you to have any love from anywhere. It's like they're determined that nobody should love you. The Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. His identical match. There's something going on. And I tell you what I would do if it were me. I would redo my entire resume. I would completely redo it. And I would start looking for opportunities in a different field. Because sometimes just having a degree, it'll get your foot in the door in all kinds of different places. So let's see if you do that, if you might have a better opportunity. Because it looks like somebody's got it out for you. I'm just going to be honest with you. Can you show me if moving in a different direction would be the answer to having a door open? Moving into a different field of study, of work, learning a new field with the education that he has. Can he learn a new field and move into a different type of work with the degree that he already has and be successful? Is that possible, Spirit? Trust came out in reverse. It's unlikely. So no, that won't work. Will Kailash have a job in the next month? The situation will improve. Yes, you will. In the next month, you will have a job. So just keep trying, okay, baby? Kailash, close the list for today, you guys. So I'm going to respect that because he's my moderator and I have to respect his decisions. He takes all his time. He doesn't charge anything for his time. The channel doesn't make enough money for me to pay him for his time. And he is very loyal to me. So when he says the list is closed, the list is closed. But if you will subscribe to the channel, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to do all the signs. And Kailash knows you were here today. And he will put your name on the list if you'll come back tomorrow. Okay? All right. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions because subscribing is the best way to support any content creator on YouTube because it saves us the money of having to promote our channel. Thank you. God bless you. Namaste.